Alright folks, welcome to another beer review, and this is a brewery that we've not had anything from for a while. So we're going back over to Burnt Mill and having a look at Green Path, which is a Citra Mosaic IPA clocking in at 6% ABV. West Coast leaning IPA with a tropical fruity party of aromatics, fruit party of aromatics from the layering of Citra Mosaic and Enigma hops. A stripped back malt profile, low bitterness and dry finish keep everything lean and drinkability high. So canned on the 3rd of October 23, best before the 1st of October 24. It's now the 5th of December. Picked this up from Morrison's. So really nice to see a brewery like that making its way to the supermarket shelves. Had some absolutely fantastic stouts from Burnt Mill and some really good hoppy beers as well. That triple IPA they did a while ago now with Thinback, which is like a triple West Coast IPA, which was just really harsh from what I remember. But you know, when you're having a triple IPA, I mean, it's nice when they're ridiculously crushable, but sometimes it's nice to be put in your place with these higher ABV beers. For this one today, it's only 6% ABV. Always liked the photographic labels and looking like it's a ripped gig poster or something like that on the edges. So yeah, another brewery that I need to get more beers from, because like I said, this is the first time in a long time that I've had anything from these guys. So beer in the glass then, and it looks exactly like you'd expect a West Coast leaning IPA to look like. A little bit of haze in there as well, not ridiculously so. Finger's worth of a nice white head. Beautiful amber, golden, burnt sunset orange look to it. Looking very nice indeed. Let's see what this West Coast leaning IPA is like. Let's give it a sniff. It's got that sweet sticky marmalade character to it, with a really nice, zesty, refreshing, bright citrus note creeping through. You are definitely getting that like crisp, bready, biscuity malt character. Not like in your face with its hoppy profile, but what is there smells absolutely lovely. And what a combination of hops. So without any further ado, let's give this a taste. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that does taste very West Coast. Or what I remember West Coast. Because when like the West Coast beers were like, you know, the, you know, craft beer to go for, were they? I don't know. But like in the early stages of me getting into craft beer, West Coasts were everywhere. And obviously my palate back then, it's not as refined or as sophisticated as it is now. Ignore that. But yeah, there's like a real sharpness to it, and aggressiveness almost, which is what I want with like a West Coast. I want it to be like a little bit raspy. I want the ABV to like slightly creep in. I want resin, I want bitterness, I want pine, but I want that nice like concentrated sharp citrus character coming through. And yeah, this is absolutely bang on. Almost creeping into, you know, palate wrecking this territory with the bitterness on the back end. Really nice crisp body to it. A little bit of oomph as well, but it's not like a creamy, oaty sort of body, which again, West Coast don't really want that. Because I think those flavours work better, you know, in like a really sweet, you know, vibrant, juicy Haysbro beer. Whereas this, a little bit more twatty tasting note incoming. It's a little bit more elemental. And if you taste it, you might know what I mean. Chances are, I don't even know what that means, but it just makes sense. It's like Element skateboards. That's what I'm getting with this. Which to me, they're like, I don't know, there's sort of like something, I don't know where Element are based, but there's something like West Coast IPA about Element skateboards. Big grapefruit bitterness there as well. Quite possibly one of the best West Coast leaning IPAs that I've had for a long time. It delivers what I personally want and remember with, like, you know, the big West Coast IPAs of years gone by. I know there's plenty of breweries who are still producing those sorts of beers really, really well. I think here in the UK, we've sort of got lost and caught up in the, you know, juicy fruit bowl sort of IPAs. Whereas this, yeah, you still feel it. Resiny pine, man. Marmalade. Oh, this is fantastic. It really, really is. It's one of those things, I could probably get another can of this, which I will definitely be buying more cans. Because it doesn't take me that long to get to the nearest Morrison's. Oh, but yeah, this is top tier for me. It's prickly, like I said, raspy almost, if that's the correct word. It just makes sense to call it raspy. There's something abrasive about it. But it's like thirst quenching as well. It's not like, when you say abrasive, you know, it's not like punching you in the mouth. That hurt. It's dead hard, obviously. It didn't hurt. That was just a comic effect. Acting. But no, legitimately, one of, in recent memory at least, best West Coast tasting IPAs that I've had for a long time. Very, very impressed. Not that my, you know, seal of approval means anything to anyone, nor should it do, because I'm not a pretentious beer writer who basically just gets loads of free beer sent to them. I mean, if anybody wants to send me beer, then fair enough. But that's a joke. You know, people are well deserved. If you've got a following, if you put out good content, blah 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 blah. I'm sure they, you know, they'll put their hands in the pockets as well. But yeah, sounds really quite bitter, that, doesn't it? It's not, because I follow some really interesting people on social media who get a lot of beer gifted to them. Bastards. I'm joking. Or am I? What I can say is, though, this is, I was going to click, but it's really obnoxious. This is fantastic, and I'm pointing off camera. Lovely stuff indeed. Just what I want with a West Coast IPA. And if it's like West Coast leaning, is this like not fully going West Coast? I don't know. I don't know exactly what West Coast leaning means in the grand scheme of things. I'm not going to get hung up on it. It does exactly what it says on the can. Beautiful artwork. And yeah, I would definitely have to do an order with burnt mill at some point. I think I say that about every brewery that I've had a beer from that I've not had for a while. I'm just full of shit. I really, really am. And this track sweatshirt makes me look like I'm a member of Star Trek. And people who watch Star Trek will be really annoyed the fact that I said I'm a member of Star Trek. I'm a member of the Star Trek. May the fourth be with you. Just think, right, in this day and age of like trolling and winding people up on the internet, there would have been at one point when people were purposely mixing Star Wars, Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, whatever references together, that there would be people who would get genuinely annoyed and throw the chicken dippers that the mummy made them while they were playing Call of Duty. I'm not speaking from experience there, although I did watch a video recently of a guy going through all of like the Call of Duty games, and some of the old ones still have online like activity, and it proper took me back. Like Call of Duty nowadays is just, it's probably has been for a while to be fair, just like a soulless cash grab. Especially Modern Warfare 3, from what I've seen. The multiplayer looks fantastic, but you're paying like 70 quid for like a 2-hour campaign, which is just the way the gaming industry seems to be going nowadays. Especially with the big, you know, EA Sports, Activision, Blizzard, all this pay to win stuff, and stuff locked behind paywalls, that the content's there from day one, but you have to pay extra to have access to it. It's ridiculous, really, isn't it? But, you know, it took me back to when I was like a teenager in my very early 20s, like playing Call of Duty 4 multiplayer and like World at War online. Life was so much easier back then. And yeah, don't know why I went off on that tangent. I just want to drink more of this beer. This is fantastic. We'll definitely be getting more of this. So yeah, people are probably going to think you're overreacting with that. But for someone who's been so disappointed with attempts at West Coast IPAs over the last few years, to have something like that, which probably in the grand scheme of things, probably to a much more, you know, seasoned palate than mine, which doesn't take much, we'll probably go, no, well, it's actually, it divulges away, blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't really resonate with me from our time. The best one I had was when I was actually, you know, in California, and I went to Stone, and blah, 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 Ballast Point, blah, 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 blah. People getting clout off craft beer. Anyway, thank you for watching. Burnt Mill will be in the description. Well, the link to the website will be, and I can't physically have Burnt Mill in my video description. Sounds like the world's shittest euphemism. And yeah, links in the description. If you tried it, let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. I'd imagine a double IPA version of this or a triple IPA version of that would just like take it. I don't subscribe to it. It has to be bigger to be better. 34 years on the planet. Just because it's not as big doesn't mean it doesn't get the job done. 3 years. What a long, slow 3 years it has been since the last time. I'm nearly 40 as well. Thank you for watching. You all take care, stay safe, and when you pass people scissors, hold them that way. There you go. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. That ends on a really strange and slightly inappropriate note. You take care, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Bye.